Hi, KDH readers. Jacob Brooks here. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the news going on today in the Killeen area. If you've seen our paper, we have quite a few local stories. A few things. One, yesterday was the 5th anniversary of the Owl Creek Army rollover at Fort Hood. That happened June 2nd, 2016. 8 Fort Hood soldiers and 1 West Point cadet died when their Army truck was going into a low water crossing. There was high water and the truck rolled over, and tragic story, they died. That was so the 5th anniversary was yesterday. We talked to a couple of a widow of one of the staff sergeants who died, and father of one of the young soldiers who died. They're still upset about the tragedy, still not happy with Fort Hood, but we had a front page story on that today if you want to read more about it. A couple of other things going on. Killeen Police Department wants to replace their gas masks. This happened at Tuesday night city council meeting. They're asking the council for, I believe it's $83,000 in additional funding they need. The total price tag for the gas mask is $109,000, which they have some of the money already, or they have it from, and they've used a grant too. But basically, they're asking for, I think it's 190 new gas masks for police officers. Full story in today's Killeen Daily Herald print edition, which you can find on newsstands here at our office on Florence, or on newsstands around the city. And a few other things. The new Boys and Girls Club opened up yesterday in Carpus Cove. They've had a Boys and Girls Club there for over 20 years, but they finally got a permanent building. It was donated, and they're in there using it now. So if you want to sign up your kid to the Boys and Girls Club in Cove, you can do that, although I think they're getting pretty close to being full already. They're going to expand when they have 2 buildings, and one is ready and in use. The other one, they're still getting ready. They're next door to each other, but they're very excited about that. A few other things. Killeen ISD, they're seeking input from the public. They're putting out a couple surveys. One will ask the public how they should spend the $86.3 million they're getting in federal coronavirus relief money. KSD getting over $86 million, and they're asking the public how they should spend it. So what they've done, they have a survey on their website, and they're asking people to fill it out with ideas of how to spend the money. And they have another survey up asking parents and parents too, I think, if they want to sign up to get a coronavirus vaccine from KSD. And actually, they're going to start doing those vaccines next week. We had another story. It's on today's page A3. But KSD and Baylor Scott and White, they're teaming up to dish out vaccines, and they'll be starting that next week at some of the schools. The former Nolan Middle School, which is on Jasper, actually right across our street, right over there. And then the KSD Career Center and a couple of other schools. Also in today's paper, if you want to get the full details, or go to our website, kdhnews.com, stories up there. A few other things we have today. So we had a really neat story about this nonprofit organization. This young man, he's going worldwide, but he's in the Killeen, Carpus Cove area this week, and he's talking to World War II veterans, getting their story on video. He gives the veteran a CD copy of the video. It's no charge to the veteran or anything, and they are compiling all these stories of World War II veterans. As we know, a lot of those veterans are not here anymore. They're disappearing at a fast rate. So he's doing good work. We have a very nice story about that. Also, you may or may not have heard, we put this on our website yesterday, but the pool, public swimming pool at Long Branch Park, that's in North Killeen, is going to open up on Saturday, as it does every summer. Now, here's the downside. The Family Aquatic Center, that's the big aquatic playground at Lions Club Park, that's going to remain closed. According to the city, there's a lifeguard shortage, and so they don't have enough lifeguards to open it up. We're trying to get more information on that. We're asking the city some questions today about that. So we'll see if they're going to open it up at all this summer. I hope they do. A few other little tidbits. There's a bridge closure in Killeen. Little Nolan Road Bridge is closed. Apparently it's got some pothole damage and some other damage, so that's closed right now to traffic. Also, if you haven't heard, there's an election going on in Killeen. They're calling it a second election. Steve Harris, he's the incumbent, and his challenger Michael Boyd. Back on May 1st, the election, they tied. They each had 181 votes, and they tied, which may have been the first time in Killeen history that's ever happened. First time we know about it, and the city couldn't tell us when it happened, if it ever happened before. So they just decided not to flip a coin or draw straws. They just said, well, let's do a second election. So that is going on right now with early voting. It started Tuesday, goes on through Friday, and then again Monday and Tuesday of next week. And then the election day is June 13th. That's a Saturday. Now, here's the thing, and it's for the District 4 City Council seat. So only people who live in District 4 can vote. But that's a good chunk of people. It's over 20,000 people. It's basically West Killeen. If you're not sure, you may need to check. But if you live in West Killeen, Bunny Trail area, that whole area, that's all District 4. So you're eligible to vote in that, and I would encourage you to vote. And we've been running a lot of stories on that on our website. And there's a portion of our website called Center for Politics. If you go there, you'll see all of our election stories. On our business section today, we did have Back Porch Drafthouse. That's a new restaurant that is going to open up in Killeen. They're saying later this month, maybe around the middle of the month or later, it should be opening up. But you may know it used to be the old Logan's Roadhouse that closed down right about when the pandemic was starting. And it's been closed ever since, but Back Porch Drafthouse has moved in, and they have all the new signage up. They serve burgers, salads, beer, and there's also one in Temple you may have eaten there. A couple of other things we were working on this morning. You may have heard there was a fire last night at a Killeen apartment complex. We do have info on that on our website. It's called the Arbors of Killeen apartment, very close to where that hotel burned down a few months back. But it is on our website. Fire burns 3-story Killeen apartment building. You can go there now at KDH News and get the details on that. We did have some quotes from the fire marshal who gave us the nuts and bolts of what happened. They're still investigating. As far as we know, they're still trying to determine the cause. No one was injured in that. And then the other big news this morning, there was a prostitution sting earlier this week, and they arrested 3 people in Harker Heights. So we have a story on that on our website now. It just broke this morning. But it was at basically they raided a business called the Foot Spa in Harker Heights, which is right off Interstate 14, and arrested 3 people on prostitution, promotion of prostitution charges. So they're all still in the jail right now. So, yeah, you can get more details on all these stories plus more on our website right now, kdhnews.com, or feel free to go buy the print edition, Killeen Daily Herald, on news racks in the area, and feel free to come by our office. You can get today's paper or previous recent papers anytime. Thank you very much.